Hi, I'm Lara Cooper, and I'm going to share 3 secrets with you today that every single business owner needs to hear. Number 1, how to determine if you're truly running a business or just dabbling in a hobby. 2, the best way to realize real financial success in your business, even if you're not sure what that looks like. And 3, the top 3 mistakes small business owners must avoid if they want their business to thrive. And before we get into it, I want you to know something about me. And this is a little bit of a mouthful, but you'll get the idea as we go through this session. I'm what you might call a professional mindset cultivator. What do we mean by this? My job in the financial, accounting, tax industry, and generally my passion is to guide entrepreneurs into achieving clarity and success by uncovering the habits holding them back, the mindsets that will propel them forward as a mentor, as a speaker, as a successful business owner, because it's hard to watch somebody have this great potential or this great idea and then be stuck in analysis paralysis or make unnecessary mistakes because they just didn't have a strategic partner at their side, supporting them, advising them. And so I feel like my purpose is to be this catalyst for business owners. I'm the person who looks at you, at ambitious business owners, and says, I need you to zoom out and see the bigger picture here and take action. And here's the actions you need to take. The secret sauce is in the execution. I want us to have businesses that are not only profitable, successful, but also fulfilling. And how I choose to affect this change is by sharing my insights, by being the initiator, by holding you accountable, and by setting the standard. I started my business with minimal resources and completely changed the model to better serve the types of clients that I want to work with, that our team is good at working with. And I learned every mistake along the way. But there's no reason that you have to learn it the way that I did. And so this all culminated into this step-by-step framework that me and my partners have built and follow, and that we put all of our successful business clients through. We teach hundreds of others how to follow this framework to achieve financial clarity, confidence in their story of the numbers, and essentially success in their business. And so today I'm going to share you that secret. But before I do, we have to acknowledge the real problem that business owners face today. It's this invisible villain behind us that is keeping you in this place of struggling to make your business successful. It blocks your ability to reach your goals. It blocks your ability to propel forward. And just know this, don't feel bad. Countless of other very intelligent men and women have fallen victim to this rather clever lie. But we have to acknowledge it and set it aside right now. Because if we don't, we will continue to feel stagnant and stuck and doubting our ability to succeed, feeling like we've tried everything but still aren't hitting the mark. And that's not what I want for everyone. I want everyone to make the most of their resources, whether it is their time, their money, or their energy. All 3 very important things. And so this real villain that's holding so many business owners back is the hobbyist mindset. Let me explain. A hobbyist mindset lacks determination, relies on inspiration to get things done in business, and lacks the drive or willingness to invest in a business for success. Let me break it down. I've laid out the framework for you to invest the right resources into your business to gain the financial clarity and control you need as a business owner. I have laid out the accountability for you to achieve these things, to identify your goals, to work towards them, and to start the clock on achieving them. And you have to ask yourself, Do I have a hobbyist mindset? Do I rely on inspiration to get things done in my business? I've done it. Am I disciplined in my business? Do I really know the story of the numbers? Do I know where I'm headed? What the goal is? And so our job, not as tax preparers, not as accountants, not just as CPAs, but as your strategic partner, your business advisor, having seen hundreds of businesses, worked with hundreds of businesses, is to give you this structured pathway to achieving success. It's this framework that we've implemented and perfected for hundreds already. We work with 457 businesses at a time. We found that for our team size, that is a manageable amount to continue to have a personal approach, to be thinking of them even when they're not even in the room, to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help you be successful. And this works virtually every single time. And I say virtually because it is dependent on you as the business owner to follow through and take action. And we call this one-of-a-kind framework, something that we've trademarked, the Concierge Master Plan. It's a one-of-a-kind system that is a strategic approach to your business. It allows you to control what happens next, to craft it and control it without feeling overwhelmed, without lacking a sense of direction. And it's radically simple, but effective. Simple doesn't always mean easy. Simple usually means a lot of work has been put into it to make it easy for you. But it can work for you, even if you think you've tried everything. And in addition to the tax compliance, the financial modeling, the best practices coaching, the analysis, we're your strategic partners. We are your thought partners. We work with you throughout the year. That's what's behind the master plan, so that you have someone by your side right there, essentially like a partner, but an expert. And in fact, a longtime client of ours, someone that I started my career with, James, he recently said this, and it's from one of our case studies, but I'm going to quote it. And he said, a CPA is a personal partner in your business. Dave, my business partner, asks the right questions. He always wants to know, where do you want to go? Because he is good at getting you there. Now, I promise to tell you about the top 3 mistakes that business owners must avoid if they want their businesses to thrive. This is just the baseline, but here they are. Number 1, creating a job for yourself. Did you start a business or just a new job for you? Do you view your business like an investment, or do you view it as a job? Because if you just view it as a job, likely you're not really even making minimum wage, probably, considering the late nights, the business development, probably the wage range of comp that would be necessary for all of the roles that you're performing. You didn't start a business just to create a job for yourself or to file an extra tax return, for that matter. But if that's where you're at, that's what we call working in the business as opposed to on it. This often leads to frustration, burnout, low satisfaction, and it's just challenging. Which leads me to 2. Mistake number 2 is poor financial management. And frankly, this is why 80% of businesses fail within the first year. The most crucial investment you can make in your business is a strategic partner to ensure that you're in the 20%, not the 80% statistic. Without a budget and a cash flow plan, which every single business owner should have, you're left floundering. You don't have any clarity on your numbers. You don't know what the cause and effect is of if you hire or if you expand or if you invest in one thing or another. You have no sense of direction besides gut feel. And that's gut feel is, the same as having hope be your strategy or luck be your strategy. Ambitious business owners have a plan. Ambitious business owners look at their financials. But to be able to do so, they have to have good quality financial data to make decisions off of. And the strategic partner comes in because chances are you're not a CPA. That's not what you were trained for. You were trained for or are skilled at the thing that you went into business for. And so you hire an expert, but not just any CPA. You hire someone that works with people, with business owners just like you, ambitious business owners. And number 3, this is a basic one, but looking at the bank account to see how your business is doing, to get a pulse on the performance. How often, I can't tell you how often I see business owners reviewing a tax return and saying, what do you mean I had this much profit? That's not what's in my bank account. Those two are not the same thing. And that's not the right way to get a pulse on your performance. And so that takes us back to number 2, poor financial management. You have to have clarity on your financials as a business owner, whether your performance or whether you're being very profitable or you're losing money. You will always need to know what your options are, the what if scenarios. And the only way to do that is through having a clear financial picture, good accounting, budgeting, cash flow planning. It's the lifeblood. Cash flow, not top line, but what's at the bottom. So I have to ask you, this is rhetorical. Answer this for yourself, make notes. Do you have a business? Do you have an entity that you're willing to invest in with the plan for it to yield wealth, stability, maybe a legacy? If that's what you're getting out of it, that's a pretty good trade-off for the hours, the sweat, and the tears that you put into it, right? The weekends. Or do you have a hobby? And don't get me wrong, hobbies are wonderful. We have them for a reason. That's how we love to spend our free time. So there's nothing wrong with that. But if you think you have a business, but you're operating by all the characteristics of a hobbyist, you're not taking full advantage of what's out there for you. Because if you started something just because you enjoy it, not intending to manage the business, not something that you want to rely on to provide for you and your family, then that's great. You can stop here. You don't need to move forward. It's a hobby and you love it and you're enjoying your time. But if you want something more out of it, if you really want a business, an investment out of this, then you should talk to me. Schedule a free discovery meeting. We're going to talk about what your goals are. And if you don't know what they are yet, we're going to identify them. And then what that master plan looks like for you, what that roadmap looks like to get you there. So why wait to start the clock on your short, mid, and long-term goals? The best time to start was yesterday, or maybe 5 years ago. But you can start today. Today is tomorrow's yesterday. So book a discovery call with me. It's free. We're going to talk through what this looks like for you. And I am 100% sure that you will find value in it. I cannot wait to talk to you.